It's a journey that President Obama had reportedly wanted to make for years. Now, within months of leaving office, the 44th President of the United States came to the town which the 33rd President, Harry Truman, had ordered destroyed almost unimaginably with a single bomb. His tone was stark and somber, conscious, it seemed, of the weight of this moment, of his own presidential legacy.
But we have a shared responsibility to look directly into the eye of history and ask what we must do differently to curb such suffering again.
There is a symmetry at play here. In the first few months of his presidency in 2009, President Obama made a speech in Prague in which he called for an end to nuclear weapons in the long term in the world. He's chosen the last few months of his presidency to make this symbolic trip to Hiroshima to call for the same thing. A message echoed by Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, who urged the world to ensure no repeat of Hiroshima or Nagasaki could ever happen. Earlier, they'd met survivors, visited the museum dedicated to the horrors they'd suffered. President Obama tried to put them in the framework of what he called humanity's core contradiction between progress and a base instinct for conflict.
The scientific revolution that led to the splitting of an atom requires a moral revolution as well.
The president made no apology, but his focus on morality was a political risk. Many historians, many Americans believe the bombing was morally justified, ending the war early, saving more lives than it claimed. Emiko Okada's 12-year-old sister was one of those who died. Emiko was 8. She remembers the flash, the heat, the gruesome deaths.
In Prague, Obama used the words moral responsibility. I thought then he understands. I wanted him to make a speech after feeling the atmosphere of Hiroshima, to say we need a world without nuclear weapons.
That he did, but some point out he came with the launch codes to a nuclear arsenal that's being renewed, not dismantled.
Obama's policy of modernization, which is pledging $1 trillion of spending over 30 years in the United States to modernize the nuclear arsenal and its delivery systems, runs exactly counter to a desire for a world without nuclear weapons.
For many, though, this day was about symbolism, about a recognition of a devastating, destructive power and the will for it never to be used again. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Hiroshima, Japan.